Hello everyone and welcome to Blood and Magic episode 5. I am Elohim, and for those of you that have been following this series, you will notice that my Thaumcraft stuff is no longer in my house. I'm just going to jump into this today. I have moved it. I will be showing you where. As you can also see, I've got some more masks. Let's grab the goggles. Just so we have some headgear. Let's go check it out. And yes, I do now have an iron door. Yes, it's a bit of a pain in the butt, but eventually I plan on building an iron farm around here, and I don't want to have a wood door here. That gets in the way. So let's begin with the platform over here that I was working on before. Sadly, this silverwood tree does not have a node, so it will be getting cut down. And here is the platform, set up for Thaumcraft. Got a spot over here for jars of essences. I will be starting working on those soon. And this building right here, beautiful looking silverwood planks. I love the design. I think this goes good, has a good contrast with the nether bricks. This is where I've set up my Thaumcraft stuff. There's my arcane work table, my desks, or tables for researching. Decided to add some bookcases and these crystals. These are just the shards combined together to make these crystal clusters. It takes 6 of them. If you break them after you place them, they do come apart into the shards. It's 6 of earth, 6 order, 6 fire. Now these 2 on top are 1 of each of the 6 basics added together. These over here are hungry chests. These are fun little guys. Very handy. You just ate it. This is what hungry chests do. Also, another little thing about hungry chests is you can place a block above them and still open them. Very handy. Now, I do want to show you in here. I did some research that if I add this to my Thaumacan, I will gain a minor amount of warp, but sometimes the research is worth it. This one right here, I'm going to add to the Thaumacan so I can show you what it is. That sound means I got warp. But here's why it's worth it. That is the Infernal Furnace, made from obsidian, nether brick, iron bars, and lava. Takes 50 of the fire essence and 50 of the earth essence to fuse these together into a furnace that does not need fuel. Also, if you throw a gold ore in it to smelt it, it'll spit out the gold ore. But there's a chance it'll spit out a gold nugget too. So you get extra stuff. Very handy. And I will be creating that by the end of the episode. There are a few other things I want to get to today though. Back here, my blood altar. Still a tier 2. Plan on bringing it up. Look at that. Full of blood. Also, let's take a look at my backpack. I've got the divination sigil, but I've also created a water sigil and a lava sigil. The water creates a water source block. Very handy to be able to do. And the lava one creates a lava source block, which is very useful since you cannot create a infinite lava source like you can water. The lava one does cost a little bit more out of the soul network than the water one does. If I remember right, the water one costs 100 points from your soul network, where the lava costs 1,000. But not really too worried about that. I'll show you why. With this divination sigil out, my soul network has 25,000 points in it. I think we can afford to make a few things that use the points. Now, before we go out exploring the world, there is an item I want to make. For this item, I am going to need 8 ender pearls, 2 blaze rods, and 9 redstone dust. This is one of my all-time favorite items. Let's break these blaze rods down into blaze powder. Put half the ender pearls in with them. We now have eyes of ender. Redstone dust into a block. Now, let's see if I can remember the exact pattern these go in. I may have it backwards. I do. But that's okay. There we go. The reusable ender pearl. Comes right back to me. Yeah, I take half a heart of damage, but that's okay. The ender staff is nice, but you don't actually teleport with it, so this is good to have. Next thing I want to create, if I have the resources, I need to check real quick, see if I have enough gold to be able to make this. I don't think I'm going to. Nope, right now I'm not going to have enough gold to make the next item I wanted to make, but that's okay. Gold's easy enough to get with the fact that we can get those coins. Alright. Show you. You see I'm carrying 2 backpacks now, the small one and the big one. The small one is for Pokeballs. As you see, I've got one empty one here that fills this spot. Got some wither witches and some witches up here, and a villager. No, I didn't find a village. I turned a zombie villager into a villager. I will be keeping my eyes open for them guys because I need another one so I can make some villagers by breeding them. Of course, we got the farm over here. Nothing much has changed with it. I do have this building over here I want to show y'all. If you remember, this statue used to be over there next to the nether portal. I thought it was more fitting over here because I now have 2 wolves. I will eventually name them and change the color of their collars so that we can tell them apart easy. If you have any suggestions for the names, please do feel free to put the suggestions in the comments below. Alright. Next thing on the agenda is, let's see where I put them. These blood runes. I need them. I need some dust. Need 2 more pieces of glowstone dust here. Because we are going to take the blood altar up to the next level. And for that, you actually need something other than just the blood runes. As sun's going down, let's go ahead and wait to get some sleep for it. It looks like I haven't scanned the glowstone yet. Let's do that. Always good to keep my research desk full up there. Now, the next level of the blood altar is very interesting to make. Let's get it over here. I'll show you what you do. Now, what you do is you come to here, count out to there, dig down. And first, I'm just digging out 1 from each one of those blood runes. Now eventually this whole thing will be made to look better, but that won't be until we get it up to the final tier because it gets a lot bigger. Okay, now we got that bit dug out. Now all you have to do is dig one more on each end. See? 3, 5. Alright, now fill in these with the blood runes. Think I may have made too many. That's okay. I'll need them for later anyway. Now we get to the glowstone. And I want my divination sigil because it is the only way to tell if the blood altar has gone to the next tier. Okay. Now in these corner parts, you have to make a pillar. I want to say it's too high over the level that these blood runes go at before you add the final item, which is you top it with glowstone. Let's see. Tier 3. Now we'll be able to make the next item, or the next orb. Of course, for the next orb, I need a block of gold, which I don't have enough gold to do. That's okay. I just wanted to go ahead and get this up to the 3rd tier, because we'll be able to have some real fun going into the 3rd tier. So the blood runes back in there. And find a spot to stick the dirt. I do want to show you something else. Remember all of that rotten flesh I had? Well, thanks to Thaumcraft, it is now blocks of flesh. 9 pieces of rotten flesh in a crafting table creates a block of flesh. Definitely makes for easier storage. All you have to do to get the flesh back out of it, stick it in a crafting table or set it out and mine it. If you set it out and mine it, you do get all 9 pieces back. So, easy enough to do, just gives you more storage area. Now today I want to do something that I mentioned doing in an earlier episode. It's time to go explore the hill that we found that I said had mob spawners and treasures in it. Today we are going to take it on. Where's that sun at? Alright, we're good. I'll stick with the goggles for now. Luckily this place isn't too far away. You know what? There's that. Alright. There's the obsidian obelisk, which tells me the hill is just over here. Look at this. All this black colored everything is because this is an eerie biome. You find one of these hills, here's the entrance. These bars will actually be good to have later. Light this up. Now, I do plan on keeping these spawners intact for now. Good ways to get experience. But, of course, we all know that spawners are not the only way to get mobs spawning, so I'm going to light this whole place up. I think I can find a use for this place later on. Plus, there is a node here. Good. A sinister node. Always good to get those. Alright. Just to be safe. I don't want to get jumped from by anything outside, so let's block ourselves back in real quick. Gives me food in me. Okay. And look at these guys. Shooting zombies in a hole. Okay. Ooh, abandoned crates, old urn, and a chest. Now, previous versions of this mod I played only had chests down here. Usually 3 of them, so let's see what we can get from these things. Does this do anything? No. What happens if I take a pickaxe to it? It breaks, but I get coins. I'm happy with that. Gold. Irish luck block, uncommon treasure, some wheat, another music disc, iron, always good. Gunpowder, nice. Yeah, I'm just going to take the chest too. This one's going to be fun. That is a great way to get some experience, those two are. Plus, the bones will be great. And the arrows are going to come in handy too. Alright, I don't really want mobs hiding out in here on me. So, we'll keep it blocked off. Strange whispers reveal a secret. I just gained 1 point of air essence. That is one of the effects of warp. Not all the effects of warp are bad. Not all are good. Luckily, we're a low level warp. Alright, yes. I do want to show you what I've been doing over here. Remember that desert temple? Well, I've been working on it. Should be over there. Okay, I haven't passed it yet. Ah, there's the well. Been using this well as a marker that I'm getting close because it's right near the temple. Now, of course, the first thing you do see is I have a door on it now. Over here, I've lit this up, added hallways up on top so that mobs don't just come in, added glass up here. There is a node here. Very nice. As you see, there are some blood altars down in the bottom. Now, the chamber under the main room, I have lit it up and removed the TNT. But this is what I use desert temples for when I play blood magic. I've got one more item to add to each of these, and I'll be able to do simple spells in blood magic. What determines what the spell does is the mob head that you have and the item that you put in the blood altar. Each one of these will do something different. Yes, that is an apprentice blood orb in there. I'm looking forward to this one's effect. It sounds fun. I haven't actually used it before. Okay, let's get home. The only thing about the Ender Pearl, even the reusable, is you do have to wait for it to land before it teleports you. So I'm just going to use this staff to get home. Let's get some sleep before the mobs start attacking us. Really glad that they had these. The treasure chest and the Irish luck block. Well, we got a splash potion of poison. Another ender pearl. Definitely got a decent amount of coin. Let's smelt those down. Shove some of this stuff in the chest. Kind of worked out places for where stuff is going at now. Somebody doesn't sound happy outside. That's okay though. Let's go put this music disc over here. That's the one we already had. C418-13. Yeah. All these discs and we only have 2 songs. Sounds like an Enderman. I have no clue. There he is. Get off my house. Okay, notice I did not put the Irish luck block up. I'm going to open it. I want to see what we get out of it. These things are great. Nothing I wanted really, but hey. There's uses for everything. Alright, get this stuff put up and then we'll get to the next thing on the agenda. Okay, the next thing on the agenda for today is we're going to another dimension. Need a couple of these. Now, this dimension we're going to is not a vanilla dimension. And it's going to take me making a few items to make it. So, this dimension though that we're going to is one of my favorites from the mods I have installed so far, because it is very unique. And you'll understand once I show you what I mean by unique with it. Now, do I have, nope, there's one more item I need to craft. I saw some of what I need in one of these chests at some point. There it is. Need a book. Need some ink. We have to make a book and quill. Now, I'll go ahead and craft it while I'm up here. Yes, the arcane work table can be used for crafting any item that can be made in the crafting table. It can also just make items that aren't in the normal crafting table. I think we have everything. Yes, the mining portal. Now I'm going to set this up in my house. It is a very fun item to have. It makes several things very easy to do. I'll put it right here. As you see, it looks kind of like an enchanting table, just with the more obsidian texture there and a blue side here. Looks like lapis. Right click it. And you come here. As you see, there's another one here. I click it. I'll pass right back, come out the other one. Now, the special things about this world is a super flat world. But this super flat world, it is always noon. There are no caves under the ground. The only place mobs can spawn, or at least hostile mobs can spawn, is under trees, which we're getting rid of all the ones around here. Now what this allows us to do is I don't mine in this world at all. What I do is build a mob spawner here. It gets phenomenal drop rates. Let's bookmark this because this is an infinite world and you can't get lost here. Look up. See if there's any trees inside. As you see, nodes are also in this world, thanks to Thaumcraft. Once I get rid of these trees around here, we will have a world, and look, peaceful mobs do spawn, so food is available readily. Alright, now let's go back to the base and get some supplies to build the mob spawner. It just comes right back. Now, I can pick this up, put it in my inventory, go anywhere in the world with it. If I want to go back to the mining world, I set it out, bam, I'm right back to the spot I left a minute ago. And let's see, we can drop some stuff off. Over here. Don't need any of that. Now I do want to create an item for the mob spawner that will be useful. Let's see. I always forget where I put my obsidian. For this item, I'm going to need another ender pearl to turn into another Eye of Ender. Blaze powder. Eye of Ender. Also going to need some iron bars. Okay. So the Eye of Ender in the middle. Bars, 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 and bars. corners of obsidian. Did I do that backwards? Not working. What did I do wrong? Let's find out. Now I know that mod's on here. Ah, they've changed the recipe on it. Okay. Oh, that's easy enough to do. I can get the enchanted books easy, and the blocks of iron will be a pain. But it gives me something to work towards. Love when recipes change. Used to, the Enderman Disruptor was bars and obsidian to make. I don't know why they changed it. Doesn't make much more sense this way, but hey, not going to complain. What the Enderman Disruptor is it keeps a Enderman from teleporting. Alright. Well, since we can't get the Enderman Disruptor yet, I'm going to hold off on the mob spawner. We'll see how much iron blocks I can make though. Yeah, probably only about 2. There is something here I wanted to do anyway. The items I need to finish the spells are these. Had everything set up already for it, so let's go ahead and do that. Yes, I still have the chest over here. This chest is for my blood magic stuff. Need some glass. Still early in the day, so we're good. Now, the thing is for each one of these tables, I am going to need an item. To get the item I need, glass into the blood altar. And we get the unbound crystal. I need 4 of these. Crystal of infinite possibilities. As you see, now it is owned by me. I need 4 of these. Just takes a minute. They actually only take like 1,000 points from the blood altar to make them. And I'm right clicking each one after I bring it out of the altar to bind it to me. Come on. Alright. Now that we have these and these, we're good to set up our spells. Oh, did you see that glitch for a minute? Looks like there's a creeper somewhere underground over here. Get my atlas out. Good, going in the right direction. Oh, sorry about the lag there. Alright, now what we do, where each of these heads are, I'll put a table under the heads and break the heads off the wall and put the head on the table itself. Alright, now we start binding these to them. See how it has the coordinates now on it? Each one of these has to be bound to a different table. Alright, now I'll show you what these do. That one creates a explosion the size of TNT. So that'll come in handy for digging with, especially. Now, each one of these crystals does cost me to use. Let me show you. Remember my soul network had 25,000 in it before? Now it's down to 23,800. But makes a nice hole. This one? Probably gonna need a mob for this one. Never a hostile mob around when you want them around. See if this will work on this sheep over here. Whatever I shoot this at will get launched into the air for enough to do 17 fall damage, which is a handy way of killing mobs. Okay. I'll try to remember what this one does. Ah! Yes, when mobs are within a certain distance of me and I use this one, they light on fire. All of them. Doesn't matter if I'm surrounded by 100 mobs, it will light them on fire. That means this one, I definitely am going to need mobs near me to use. This is the one that has the apprentice blood orb in the blood altar. An explosion that doesn't hurt me, doesn't destroy blocks, but hurts entities. And we brought the soul network down to 7,000. These are just nice little play toys to have in an emergency. Definitely handy defensive mechanisms, or offense, depending on how you use them. Alright. Now the sun's not too terribly high. I've noticed this ender staff doesn't like working if I'm not standing on the ground. Now we do want to put some blood or life points back into our soul network. Right now we don't need what's up there in the altar for anything, so we're going to take the blood out of it and put it in the soul network. Always best to keep your soul network full. So empty some items out. Okay. Today we are actually going to start on that mob spawner after all. I'm just going to build it out of cobblestone. You know what? I think I've got enough netherrack. We'll just build it out of it instead. I'm not going to finish it today, but we will get it started. Now, let's clear this area out a little bit. Now, I like building my mob spawner 35 blocks in the air. Gives plenty of room for mobs to spawn away from me and fall to their deaths. That's why I chose the netherrack, since we have so much of it, because it takes a lot to build this thing. I don't build a really big one. This one's relatively small. But in the mining world, I get a very good spawning rate because it becomes the only place hostile mobs can spawn. I just want to get the shaft of this going up first. Which is what I'm building now. This is the shaft that the mobs will fall down to their death. I don't remember whose video I watched that I learned to make this from. It's been a couple of years since I saw the video on it. Eat real quick. Now, I do want to put some torches in here for now to keep mobs from spawning in it. I didn't do that one time. Went back to my normal world to grab some supplies. Came back, had a creeper in it. It blew up. I had to repair. Okay. Alright. This is the shaft that the mobs will fall in. Water will push them in here. Now that's what the ender disruptor is for, because I build this big enough that endermen spawn in it. The ender disruptor keeps them from teleporting when they hit the water. So, very useful. That's why I'm waiting until I have that to complete it. Let's head back down. Now, oh, it's night. Let's drop off this netherrack. And the seeds. I wonder if there's anything out there worth getting, but let's see. For the next item we're making, let's grab, I'll leave that obsidian there. Oh, no, we actually don't need it for that anymore, so. We need some obsidian. And we need some nether brick blocks. And I should have some. Yeah, there's some. Need 8 iron bar. Yes, 1 iron bar is all I need for that. For what I'm building next. So let's grab some sleep. Okay. Now. Burn. We're going to come up here and we are going to build a infernal furnace. I'm going to put it right over here. I don't want it right on the edge, so I'm going to actually bring it in about to there. What you need to do, make a plus sign of obsidian. Fill in the corners with netherrack. These corners you can go ahead and build up to 3 blocks high. So that's what they need to be. This side you can do 3 blocks high. This one you can. And this one you can. This one, only fill in the top one. Now, this is where the iron bars go. Get back on top. And this is where the sigils start coming in handy. Instead of having to go get a bucket of lava, all I have to do is grab my lava sigil, aim at the block I want the lava source on, and click. There we go. These sigils do not have durability, so you never have to worry about replacing them from breakage. Now we just need our wand. So let's go grab it. Hopefully, yep, it's full, so we have enough of the 2 essences we need. Yeah, this looks kind of cool as is, but shift right click and look at this thing. Now these holes, I'll be using them later. I haven't done the research for the item yet that goes in those. What I do want to do, grab a hungry chest, throw the wand back in there. As you see, I do need to refill it. The hungry chest is good right there. We need a couple more items. We need a bar. We need a hopper. And we need a trapdoor. Can I combine these together in here? Or do I need the arcane workbench? Let's find out. Iron grate, that's what I needed. Don't need the netherrack or obsidian anymore. Let's throw those in there. if we can nail that. Yes. Alright, the iron grate you want right here. Now, what makes this different is when you click it, it doesn't actually open like a trap door. It just opens these little holes in it. With it open like this, items can pass through. The hopper there. I need a chest. I don't have to have one, but I like having one up there. Where did I put that chest at? Because it doesn't have to be an upgraded chest or anything. Just a normal one will do. And I want to make some stairs real quick. I think the nether brick ones will suit it. That'll be enough. Okay. I do not want to cover that hole up, so. Actually going to put that there. I don't really want to cover that hole up, so what I'm going to do is remove this block. Don't actually need them. Just makes it easier placing them. I will, however, place one back here, just to give a little platform. Alright, now, put the chest on. I'll show you how this thing works. It also works as a trash can. Drop a few things off. I hate carrying around stuff I don't need at any given moment. We'll grab some eggs, because not like we don't have enough to spare a few. Oh, look, I haven't died. Alright, now, what this does, I don't even have to go all the way up. Put those in. As you see, they are leading that through the hopper. They're going into the infernal furnace, which is scoutable, but it doesn't really teach you anything. Now, did you hear that? Look, experience. Let's watch it happen. It spits the items out the front, and the hungry chest sitting in front picks up the items for me. And it spits experience out. Now, I'm not one to waste experience, so we'll wait and let that whole stack go by before I leave this world. But for today, that's all the time I have for recording. I want to thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, please hit that like button. Please feel free to comment down below. And if you want to see more by me, please hit that subscribe button. And like I said last episode, hey, if you got friends that are into Minecraft that you think might like this series, tell them about it. Share it to them. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.